At Las Vegas' Aqua restaurant in the Bellagio, the pastry chef is J.J. Stiff. She launched her culinary career in San Francisco at Splendido's and Aqua, among others. Now at Aqua's Desert Branch, her creative dishes often include unusual ingredients, like this creme caramel with amaranth nougatine.
Today I will be making Grand Marnier creme caramel. The base itself is made with milk and sugar and salt, which is going to be brought up to a skull, orange zest, egg yolks and eggs, reduced orange juice, and Grand Marnier. I'm going to start by bringing up my milk to a scald. Once the milk is scalded, I'm going to add my zest to steep for about 10 minutes. And whisk the eggs and the yolks together.
The recipe calls for 5 whole eggs and 4 yolks.
Now that my milk has been infused with the orange zest, I'm going to strain it and let it cool down slightly till warm. I'm going to start my sugar. It's just sugar in a pot that's been wet a little bit and washed on the sides of the pot. Thanks.
The more conventional way of putting water on the pan is to use a brush. The infused milk, about 2 cups worth, is combined with the beaten eggs.
Strain through a chinois. Stir in the Grand Marnier and the orange juice. The sugar is almost ready. It's got a nice color. Because I will be adding water to the sugar, I need to take it a little bit darker than normal for the creme caramel. The water is to help it release from the molds. It's just a little bit of water. For about 2 cups of sugar, it's like a 1/4 cup of water. Once the sugar is set, I'll be pouring my creme caramel base, adding a little water to the pan, and baking it at about 300 degrees. I'm pouring the creme caramel base on top of the sugar that has been set. I'm pouring water into the base, about halfway up the sides of the ramekins. Covering with foil. Place it in a 300-degree oven for about 45 minutes, rotating halfway through cooking. Next, I'll be canning tangerines. I'm going to start a pot of sugar on to boil. You must wash down the size of the pot of sugar to prevent sugar crystals from forming, which will run your sugar. Always cook on high. This will take about 10 to 15 minutes to cook a pot of sugar. I've frozen canned mandarin oranges. The best way to do the canning is to freeze them first, and then as the sugar is golden, lightly golden, I'll be dipping them in there. The sugar is just turning amber. I'm quickly dipping the tangerines in the sugar.
Remember, the tangerine sections were frozen, so the sugar sets up fairly quickly. Now the chef starts the amaranth nougatine.
Mise en place for the amaranth nougatine. To describe amaranth itself, amaranth is 100% grain. I believe the Mayan Indians used to use this as a staple of life many years ago. When toasted, it looks like baby popcorn, and it has a really nutty taste to it and smell. This is unpopped, looks like birdseed, and that's baby popcorn. Melting the butter in a copper pot. After the butter's been melted, I'm adding about 2 cups of sugar and a splash of lemon juice. The lemon juice is to keep it from crystallizing. Mixing the two together. The sugar is now gaining a little color. We're going to go for a light amber. After the sugar reaches an amber color, you add the amaranth. It doesn't have to be exact.
The nougatine is poured out between 2 pieces of sprayed parchment and rolled out, then cooled. After it's set, it's put in a warm oven to make it malleable, then cut into 3/4-inch strips. The strips are then warmed in the oven and shaped around a ring mold. The creme caramel was loosened by running a knife around the inner edge. Dots of Grand Marnier sauce and a basil sauce garnish the plate. Then a chiffonade of fresh basil is cut.
Now I'll be doing the garnish with the shaped amaranth, the candied tangerine, and the sugar sticks.